Hello, everybody. Oh, wait, hang on. I always make the same mistake. I run the stream on like a second source to monitor the chat, and I always have the volume on like full blast. So there's a lot of times when I forget to turn off that volume, and I just hear myself in an echo, and sometimes it comes through on the mic, and it just becomes a whole mess. Welcome to 165 Entertainment. My name is Looby, your master of ceremonies for today, playing a brand new game that just got released called Arcade Spirits. This is another dating sim game that's supposed to be really good. I got a lot of positive feedback when I played Later Daters a few weeks ago. If you want to see that stream when this is over, obviously, go over to our YouTube channel of the same name. Check out that VOD. It's a lot of fun. Hoping to have just as much fun playing this one. So far, like I have my soundbar running on like a regular volume. So if you can't really hear the music, it's because the music in this game really it's not that loud. Even the sound effects are really quiet. It's kind of strange. So a little bit of inside baseball as people come and join the chat room. I tried to get some webcam action working, and it's been kind of a pain in the ass. Like I thought I had it nailed down, and then the problem that I seemed to be facing was I couldn't get the webcam to resize. So I wound up taking up like 20% of the screen, which I don't want it to do. And that's why I'm a little bit late, and it's something I'm going to mess around with over the weekend. And even when I do, it's going to be, it is really odd. What's weird is that when you go to the under the settings and it has like the custom resolution thing, there's only two options, and one of them is like 1024 by 576. And the other option is 1:1. Like, what the fuck that's not really a resolution. That seems just more like a frame size, like you're just trying to do a square. And when I switched it over to that square, it stopped showing what was actually on the camera. It showed like the title screen for, what's up, Ursa? It just showed the title screen for that EOS program. So at that point, it was too late for me to keep fucking with it. So here I am, just me and my classic cartoon face. Let's see what options we can do. Text box, neon pixel basic. I'll keep that. Text speed normal, I guess. I don't know what auto forward delay is. I guess this is, what the fuck? Voiceover dialogue or quips. I don't know what any of that stuff's supposed to be. So, all right, we're just gonna fly right into it, and hopefully, it's an older DVD resolution. Okay. Database system online. New profile delected. I'm off to a great start. And Doc's here. Welcome aboard. It's probably fine for the size of the screen it would occupy. Yeah. I mean, I could show you if I can get it up and running again. I'll show you some of the stuff I'm dealing with after the stream. New profile detected. Analyzing. New profile 237771. Economic bracket lower middle. How did you know? Employment category, bleak. How did you know? Current emotional health rating, low. I don't like how well this game already knows me. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed? Sure. Negative. Premium level assistance re-requested. Proceed? Oh, that's just a negative. What the fuck is happening? Pretty please? I'm getting rejected by a computer. What the hell is happening? Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services for profile 237771. Justification hope. What the fuck? Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Guys, I feel like this game was just, it was made for me. Now compiling personal metadata. Okay, so I gotta make my profile. Do he. Hairstyles. I'm gonna go short. Sometimes I like to, should I go accurate or should I go goofy? And I realized that kind of just opened up a box of worms by asking that. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're doing well, Doc. Your screen is frozen. Well, that is probably on you because at least from what I'm seeing, it seems to be running okay. Might want to refresh. So it's affecting both colors here. Oh man, solid black. Black. Can we do? That's too much. Sorry, I'm taking so long to just pick a dang hoodie color. I'll go with this one. Eye color, doesn't matter. Hair color. Brown. Skin tone. Extra pale. That's a little much. Probably about there. Also doing pretty good. Just watching the stream and getting some wow. Makes sense. That's fair. My name. First name. Wait. How do I... Let me change it. Okay. That's weird. Oh man, I need a funny name. Let's do Fleep. No, Fleef. Fleef. Whoops. Fleef or Rungalo. There. Ah, good Lord, I love it. Fleef, guys. How do you like Fleef Rungalo? You better get used to it because this is how it's gonna be. Name Fleef Rungalo. Pronoun he. Is this correct? Yes. Premium level assistance for profile 237771. Fleef Rungalo has been activated. Thank you for the EVs. For the sake of his hopes and dreams. Oh dear. What have I just gotten myself into? Yes, and Nicole's here. Thank you. Following is a work of fiction. All references to trademarked classic arcade titles are used under now. Oh fuck! It's like a basic South Park warning. Oh, that's classic. Oh, I remember that shit. So basically, what I understand is this game exists in like a fictional future where arcades are still like the number one way to play video games. Put your quarter up. So, wish me luck out there. Yeah, so here we go. Another day. Yeah, another dating game. This is one that actually just came out today, even though it said 2019. It might have been out on Steam earlier, I guess, is why it said 2019. It is the future year 20XX. It's very Mega Man of you. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebrities, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. I guess we're just talking about 2020. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had no part in any of them. That's a weird sentence. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had whatever. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Yeah, that's pretty basic. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain really, it's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent, neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. Yeah, really, this is like a non-phenomenal future. And I feel like that's the path we're headed down. It's not... Little things are going to get a lot better, but in a major sense, we're probably just going to stay as we are. Also got a glass of wine. Send me an EV emote if you are drinking right now. Drink responsibly. The only thing cool about this apartment is the little stuffed penguin we got above the bookshelf. All right, there's one Evie. All right. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree. Or at least I was before today. Okay, so there is voice acting. And it's just so fucking quiet. Let me see if I can fix that. There, now it's like normal volume. Oh, you got that barely alcoholic PBR. What? Donnie, you're not drinking? Holy shit, what happened? Oh.
Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
Hi. Horrifying. I call her horrifying. Oh, I'm a terrible person. The horrified looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job. Like today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Oh. I mean... What? You want me to be sympathetic because you're upset on my behalf? That's kind of a stretch. She might be a furry. I'm trying to figure out like the stockings she's wearing. They're definitely like little cat socks or something. She looks like she speed runs a phone game on AGDQ. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? She doesn't talk the whole time. This is it's gonna be tough. What do I do about voice acting? Because you actually enjoyed that job more than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong! I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night with those other crappy jobs. Dude, look at that extra pouty face. Can you put the fucking duck lips away? Can you make her voice lower than... Oh, okay. I'll try. Hang on, I need a drink of water for this. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
Sorry, my voice changed a little bit.
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right?
Oh man, it just got real.
I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
All right, so there's our first obvious candidate of romance. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Oh. I feel bad. I feel bad doing that voice. I'm going to... It was fun while it lasted, but I'll at least try and match it a little bit. So Doc, if you want to lower your volume, so I'm going to take it up high pitch again. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of a class giving a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and your dream job. Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
Oh, hey. I think I've got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Oh, God. I got bits for keeping the voice lower. All right. Chat wins. I'll drop the voice again. As long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. Ones with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay. But don't think too long, right? Oh, God. Is this what I don't like it. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has... What? I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my... Good Lord, that is a sentence. Yeah. Both of us had it rough up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life, a better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner all my life, the two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled, no. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. What the fuck? Still no sense in messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. All right, so Juniper's candidate 1, and I'm not really feeling Juniper. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. Sweet black, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in my blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app. Find dream job. Make money. Ooh. Sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Ooh, what do we do? I kind of... give the weird... I don't like this app. I really don't trust it. As long as Juniper got our points, because I downloaded the app. Chat, any thoughts? Should I see what the weird little app has to offer, or should I just try and find any job that comes my way? Got one vote for the app. We got 2 votes. 2 votes for the app? All right. I'm going with the app. Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I loaded up, tapped the icon, and...
Hello!
Oh, God. Huh? Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh? Also, it's one of those new 3D kind of screens. Kind of 3D screens. So, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future of 20 whatever.
For downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version. Sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
Wow. What an utterly blatant product placement. Guys.
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Sure.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Dude, she's got a little bit of sass to her for an AI. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Are you some kind of wish-granting genie? I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching visual assistant would be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already had a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, "Hey phone, search the web for job listings," and it'll work out just as well. We got Fort Darkside is here. Watch it be a premium. Yeah. Oh shit. Am I gonna get back charged for this? If it's premium snap? But I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort out your life by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really, really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Oh boy. Yeah. Fucking might as well. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. Yeah, what the fuck was with that Raid Shadow Legends stuff the other day? I'm certainly happy we got like any attention, like 1 bit from a sponsor or whatever, but shit. It's pretty great. Alright, ooh. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and Basically. What? All right. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My brandy game is on point. Quirky responses use joke, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. But the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's balanced, neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. Then again, it would... Those guys sponsor anything. Hey, look, it's any attention that we can get was will always be appreciated. I was at a chicken fight. It was sponsored by. So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy. Oh, but never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
Nope.
Heck no. They're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, Just be you. Now let's see my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Yeah, it's high jokes. I'm dad. That's seriously. I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. So now you've seen the identity indicators in action. Do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide... Ooh, shit. I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. I kind of want to hide the indicators. Yeah, let's hide them. So mysterious. Okay, I'll hide them for you. You'll always be able to spot basically responses, though. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. God, I hate saying that so many times. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now.
Good work.
Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Yeah, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyways, studies show that achievements, or chivos as the kids say... What? Do any kids out there say chivos? Or is this something that the game just made up? That sounds awful. I got a chivo. Ugh. No, I can't. I can't with that. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores. Wonderful. So will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go... Ooh, excuse me. Do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making out of my daily life? Fleef. You're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people don't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the R button. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're such a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking a quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine... Oh, God, that was a bloated sentence. Chivos sound like a Mexican soccer player. And Chivos scores! What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
Why,
Good Lord.
it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Yeah, now you fucking talk. You can talk to ghosts. Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Romance? Seriously? Seriously. Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Oh, God. I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Let's stay focused. Not interested in romance. Well, I'm interested in romance. Romance with flirty first impressions. Yeah, let's go with the top one. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super. And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media. Oh, and personal information metadata. Fuck. I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice, missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Bad command or file name?
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation. Just like 17 self-help books on my shelf, still 18 times the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Enjoy this recorded music.
Analyze. Please enjoy this recorded music. So do I just stand here or...
Thank you.
Can I think I have the app. Oh, I see. Never mind. Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. Holy shit. Put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please, I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. Well, we just... okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Really full of yourself. Now get a move on. Tut. Oh, sorry. Now get a move on. Tut. You need to catch the 8:20 bus, and that's 9 minutes away. It's starting to turn her into Bob Dylan a little bit. Well, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. No, dude, fucking get dressed for the interview. She got me an interview in 20 seconds. I gotta follow through. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there. Hey, fuck you, game. Really give me shit. A normal person, some of the highest standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. This guy's got a real, like, paranoia about having organs stolen. But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe salesman job at best. But, well... Ooh. I thought I fucking turned off the symbols. What the hell? It'll be worth a laugh. I chose to trust in the science. What is my dream? What the hell? Let's do this. Like I always say, go with the flow. I mean, none of these are all that bad. It's probably a what the hell, let's do this. Juniper's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks. Then, egads, go get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it. I'm on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes. And as I came to realize weeks later, it turns out that was the best impulsive decision I ever made. Yes! Oh, we did it, chat. Oh, we got to vote for one. Sorry. I done goofed on you. I goofed. Oh, shit, what is this? Whole story? What the? Funplex office space for rent. Pengy barbershop. Loan. What the? I'm trying to read these things. Boring clothing store. What a weird shopping complex. Ah. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of the 1900s, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded-up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds... What the fuck?
Hey, listen.
I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh. Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. A dream job, really?
99.97%.
I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But well, the restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold. And sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular either. That's is the word, actually. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, just put a fucking year in there. If it's 1980s, you can pick a year. You just had Subway, dude. Oh, I could go for some Subway. Send me a sub sandwich. Back in the year 198X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Gee, I wonder what fucking game they're talking about. If this game was complete poop butts. Oh my god, dude. How fucking old are you? Yeah, they're talking about the ET game. This is a picture from the pile where they just buried all those copies of Atari ET. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, god, dude, what the fuck? And massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, and that game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? Oh, I see. So what's apparently happening is this game exists in an alternate timeline where the Atari ET game, instead of getting released as a pile of garbage, actually just took proper development time instead and changed the way video games were perceived by the public. Very interesting. The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep me for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure?
99.97%.
Is that her? It's like I wonder if that's going to be a catchphrase. Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived. This arcade doesn't exactly look 5-star. It's no Deco's place, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in... what's this? 15 years. I remember enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her
My
homework.
sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. Serious enough to wake up in a bathtub with your fucking organs missing. Because that's all you ever care about. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need. Right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. Can I get to like the fun, weird dating shit? This is a lot of setup. Sorry, this is Fleef talking. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, compromise, settles. I pass that up before I finish reading it. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell? Why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself this morning when I walked out That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. And when it all came crashing down, I'd recovered before, I'd recover again. Meanwhile, may as well take the opportunity in front of me. So I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Yeah, I agree. This is taking too long. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. Ah, dude, this reminds me of when I worked in an arcade. Fucking good times. Anyway, As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat. Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it. Like really old. Although I don't recognize the game with the stage and the lights and things. Stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing, some Japanese
My
import.
sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot. What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? I recognize most of these. Is that seriously Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. Fist of Discomfort. Oh, God. What a name. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports industry for the last 8 years. 2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over there is an old lady. Oh my God, look at her. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind a ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just...
Why do you do that?
I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
I don't understand why they're censoring out... whatever. Funplex, is that... Is that when you suplex a clown? Ugh, that's awful. A genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. Yeah, this game is all sorts of strange. 1980. Fuck. Shit. There's not even any music playing. This is such a bizarre game. Let's go with a genie in my phone. A magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here to find my dream job.
Hello.
Hello, I'm a magical space fairy, apparently. I half expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me to just talk about Iris like that. But she took it in stride.
My.
Wait. Oh, hello. My, what can they do? What they can do with technology these days. I really do marvel at what amazing things young people have done in 20 fuck. Although I'd simply love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat at my bottom. What the fuck are you talking about? She said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
Yes, I know.
Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Oh, so you're single, are you?
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Wow. Okay then. That's information I needed to know, yes. And you are? Fleef Rungalo, ma'am. Awesome name. I wonder who came up with it. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out from here, but it is rather noisy, isn't it? There's nothing. There's no sound. There's no music. You're not even talking anymore, lady. Yeah, Doc, you want me to seduce her? This isn't later daters. I'm not against it, but I think you're confusing our two games. Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? The constant silence of the arcade. Well, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated. I found it. But, sorry. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found. But in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Oh no, that's faster than the others. Not bad. Shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Oh, yeah. Rain scene. Leads me down a back hallway, past public restrooms, and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Oh gosh. Dude, what's with the penguins in this game? This is the second penguin I've seen already. Hang in there, baby. Oh, penguin there, baby. Ugh. What the fuck is happening? Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for dozens of jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. I had to do something like that once. I was interviewing for a job, and they told me without looking at them and without using my hands to describe how I would tie my shoe. It was the weirdest fucking question in the world, and it actually kind of threw me for a bit of a loop. I had a little shoe tying humor there. Oh, gosh. Anyway, considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident, prepared, ready.
You were a dinosaur. What dinosaur would you be?
Excuse me. What? Why do they do that on purpose? Because that's the second time they've done that. They spell it W-A-T. So they want me to say like what?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay. Maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. T-Rex, pterodactyl, brontosaurus. Big dude enjoys salad. That's boring. Go pterodactyl. I've always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no. All dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird. So pterodactyl, swooping around, catching updrafts, staying way away from meat eaters. Really? How exciting. Even if technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs.
What's your favorite snack?
Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. But snacks...
You have pizza on a bagel.
Oh, God. Oh, what? Pizza. Fuck. Your voice. Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have... Hush. Come on now, dear. I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos, tasty apple with almond butter. Whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine. Ugh. I don't like the way that's phrased. Yeah. I named my character Fleef Rungalo. Fleef Rungalo. Because why the Fleef not? And yeah, you notice the penguin sign too. There's gonna be some relevance to penguins here because it's the second penguin I've seen in the game already. I might go with tacos because I don't really like. I like apple, but I don't need almond butter. This is just a disgusting answer. Yeah, I'll go with tacos. Tacos and only tacos. There is no other sustenance. I can see you are a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Dude, this lady, she's kind of cool. Is this interview for real or is this a dream? As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. Look at that face. There's nothing. If that's deadpan, then that's terrifying. Oh man, thank you for the additional biddies, Ursa. Have a good one. Gotta pass out big day to you tomorrow. Well, good luck with whatever you got going on. Anyway, so zombie apocalypse. Engineering, I can make stuff. Medical, no lawyers left to sue for malpractice. To be honest, I'd probably get eaten on day one. I wouldn't be any of these. Maybe engineering. I'm probably leaning towards engineering because, in all seriousness, excuse me. No, fuck you. I wouldn't be. I'd be the runner. If do you remember back in season 1 Walking Dead? I'd basically be what Glenn was. I'd just go and like sneak through and like pick up a few supplies. I think I'd be one of the runners. Yeah, let's go with this one. I'm essentially no, you fucking what was it? Braggadocious, fucking what's the word? I'm essentially MacGyver. I can make anything out of a string, a match, and a screwdriver. Especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped in a. God. Oh, I hate Fleef. I just hate him. Good. We'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded. An inventive brain is always a critical role in any survival. One more thing. Why are you here? The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me up. For fuck's sake, I can't read. It takes me off guard. I told you the magical space fairy in my phone sent me here to find a job.
You're seeking a job, true. But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, That's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
See, you really just played your hand there, lady, because, I mean, even if I were just after a paycheck, I could tell you what you want to hear. So, fucking smooth move, lady. To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not. Buy the ticket, take the ride, that's what I'd told myself. But that wouldn't cut it here. I needed to actually think this through. It's a funplex, a plex of fun, and I like fun. Shut the fuck up. Not doing that one. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. Maybe. I'm looking for hope. That's deep. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. That is a strange... I'm thinking the third one. The rest of these answers are just... not really doing it for me. Understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has become a complete mess. My life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago, but the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in return. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Oh, fuck, it's Francine talking. Damn it. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. Fuck yeah, I got the job. Breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure. And yet, it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really... God, please learn to construct a sentence. This is nothing like later daters. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Fleef. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here, helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such relief. Ugh. I've really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind he felt like jamming one of those 500-ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Oh, such a shame.
I think I might turn that off. That's kind of, that throws me off a little bit. Turn off the quips. And actually, let me check one more thing. Speed. Nope. Okay. Oh dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense. Oh. Sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle the paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Can I wear something a little more... This is what I dressed up in. That's what the... Oh, my God. What a horrible look for a job. Okay, then. I fucking wouldn't hire me if I was wearing just a shitty, baggy hoodie. I adjusted my seat on a semi-comfortable stool leaning against the desk. Behind me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. This is speaking to me really hard because this is me. This is Fleef. Because I worked at an arcade and my first placement was behind the redemption table. This is bringing me back to a fucking lifetime ago. As my first job, I was 16. Am I a lesbian? I didn't get to pick a lot of my character's design. All I got to pick was how pale I was, how long my hair was, and this is as short as I could get it. Oh my. Yeah, then kick back and enjoy some Fleef, Otter. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher. God damn, these sentences are just dog shit. But chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? There you go. Hey, Fleef. Do you want to... Lindsay, do you want to become Mrs. Rungalo? Any minute now. Wow. Real exciting stuff here, guys. I crave the sweet embrace of death. How long has it been? This is nothing. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. That's it? I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass, or a colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not. Yeah, just someone walking right on by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact... snappy dresser, stuck up, or damn he's... Guys, don't... I know what you fucking want me to pick, but... be reasonable. I'm all about that Fleef life now. Even if she... No, it's... Fleef is a dude. Oh, God. I'm glad we're finally starting to get to the meat of things. So we haven't right now. Fleef's sexuality is it's out in the open. Like there's nothing assigned to it yet because we haven't really been asked anything sexual related. Of course, you want 3. You want to go by? So, I mean, I guess to open it up, in order to be bi, date everyone? All right. I mean, yum. Not to be crass about it. He's one handsome boy, that's for certain. Crap, now he's looking my way. Was I staring? I gotta play this smooth. Oh, they called him Yummy. Wow. Oh, that's funny. Sorry. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? That's good. I'm picking that one. I am Francine. I had some work done. The wonders of plastic surgery. Oh, no. Kidding. I'm Fleef. She hired me to work the desk. I'm her grandson's replacement. He doesn't look pleased with me jerking him around like, oh, I beg to differ, but nods in satisfaction anyway. It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian. I should send her over to that retirement home from later daters, and loves working the floor. But sitting here all day, handing out toys and dealing with the problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
That is nothing at all like the voice I gave you.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Yeah, I'm going back to your other voice. Right. So, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes. But that's the least part of your job. Whatever. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. Oh, sorry. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. What, the carpets? The floor. The arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley. Ashley will be in later. But we need two. One to roam and one to operate the desk. I'll do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine filled in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner, at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. There we go. We got a number. Look, Ashley won't be the first woman we've come across in this game, but you ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks. You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough. Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? Relax. I got this. Stress feeds me, makes me strong. This isn't my first pony ride. You can rely on me. 911 for huge emergencies. I like the first pony ride. Pony ride. Riding my pony. No, one stress feeds me, makes me strong? No. That's an awful choice. Stress does not Malco, back me up. Doc, someone so I don't have to choose. 2. Yeah, see there. Yeah, I'm going with 2. It's not my first explosive ordnance test. Come on, dude. I love the pony ride one. Why'd you have to change it to explosive ordnance? You fucking nitwit. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly. Aha! I win Gavin's favor. Good. Glad to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat here.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture. But his expression softened somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a fact. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong. For one reason or another.
There's like a lot of destiny factors in this. All right, you're being a little over dramatic there.
Me? I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens.
Dude, it's a fucking arcade. Relax.
That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now,
hard.
Can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
The what? Still trying to figure out my why. Why so aggressive? I just got started here. That's no problem at all. I'm a model employee. So I'm torn between 1 and 3. Trying to figure out my why, because that kind of keeps it open to like this weird like fairy tale they're kind of propping this up to be. It's a reassuring response. Got to vote for 1, a vote for 2. Doc wants me to get fired. It's I earned a +1 with Gavin already, which is good. And I wonder if that means I missed an opportunity to get a +1 with anyone else I've encountered thus far. I've only talked to 2 other people, but I feel like I earned, or I was doing pretty good with Francine. It's the prompt was basically, I might be able to pull it up. Nope, I can't. It's basically just him saying like, be better than just basic, and you know, it's do your part to try and keep this business afloat, things like that. Are you getting censored? Oh god, we gotta vote for 1, 2, and 3. I'm torn between 1 and 3 right now. Gavin was gonna. Yeah, I'll go with. All right, I'll go 3. You won't have any issues with me. I'm a solid worker. Gavin. Yes, I got another +1 with Gavin. Yay! Gavin nods, satisfied. Thank you. I suppose that's a good starting point. We can build from there. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until you've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. Good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Hey, wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use in layman's terms. Got it. See you later, yummy. What? See you later, Gavin. I said Gavin, that's what I said. That was pretty good. That was funny. I'll give him that. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. In hindsight, well, Gavin's still super hot, not gonna lie. Personality-wise, I'm not sure what to make of him. He was blunt like a baseball bat, sure, but he seems to get Francine's ideals. I think there could be some kindness buried under his matter-of-fact exterior. We'll see. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door marked employees only, ARG apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. No, we can't wait for Ashley. We're going right for Naomi, who's probably more of a tech person. Yeah, Fist of Discomfort is... Yeah, that really caught me off guard when I first saw that name. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. God damn, dude, fucking get it together. Whoa. Ooh, Hey there. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor in place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me, for lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. But she's short, you fucking moron. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Woohoo, she's cute. Yeah, this little red penguin in the back next to the monitor. Something about it. Something about the pingoos. Ashley's gonna be a super hot slacker. Yeah, I can see that. Hello?
Hey, this room is for employees only.
She said with no apostrophe. That's... What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Fleef Rungalo. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Whoops.
Dude, she's so cute. Oh my god, this is awesome. Just turned back to the screen and went, fully want you to get in there. Yeah. Naomi, she's a cutie patoot. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. No wonder I didn't notice her till now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged guys. Oh my god, she's so cute. I want to... Yes. Yes, it's number 3. Please agree with me. It's number 3. She's so cute. I just want to hug her, but that would be super inappropriate. Yeah, I think we might have the same taste in women. That's mildly concerning. Well, sorry, that's 3 votes for number 3. I am but a weak-willed human being, one who grew up feeling mighty funny whenever I saw Velma from Scooby-Doo. Please just learn to fucking talk. Nerds need love too. Yes. Motherfucking preach. Nerds need love too. And when I was moved from school to school, a social outcast, I was drawn to fellow outcasts in turn. Still, beyond my weird libido, mostly I notice how much she's smiling as she welds that little thing onto that bigger thing. She's just so happy and at peace, and I can appreciate that joy in one's nerdy passions.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
Please. This is wonderful. Dude, all right, anyway. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
All right. She helps me lift a large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed... For God's sake. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to the other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. You think Ashley's going to be better? I'm not saying Ashley won't be better. But right now, Naomi, she's number 1 in my book. Nobody wants an Ashley. We can have a Naomi. Oh, dude, there's going to be a war. Ashley had better be top-notch because Naomi set the bar pretty high. This is the first time I've seen inside one of those things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Why is it so empty in here? Maybe we could fill it with nacho dip? That's a stupid fucking thing to say. It's my first time seeing the guts of a game. Yeah, but what would she like? Fuck. The nacho dip line is awful. So even though I want to go with the dad joke one, it's not working for me. I'm kind of leaning towards the first one. Because I feel like she would, because this is the sciencey answer, and I feel like she would want to talk tech like that. And a vote for 3, a vote for 2, and a vote for 3. First time seeing the guts of a game. Who cares what she would like? Be yourself. I care what she would like. I want to. All right, we'll go 3. I'll admit, I don't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. I figured it was packed full of circuits and things. Naomi keeps working using a pocket multimeter. Is it multimeter or multimeter? To check various connections as she speaks. It could be... no, that's probably going to be... Multimeter. Okay. Donnie, you're a little bit too late. You wanted me to pick the nacho dip line? I mean, look, I do feel like that the choice that I picked did nothing for her. because she just straight up didn't respond. The the perimeter. It could be. No, I keep going to like a real Valley Girl, but I'm probably gonna save that for Ashley. I'm trying to think of like the right voice that I want to do for her. Fuck. I'm struggling with this one. Like she won't respond to you like all those. Yeah. I guess that's kind of fair. Maybe I'll just keep it. I'll keep her on my regular voice. It could be packed inside her like a bar top or a cocktail cab. What the fuck is a cocktail cab? I'd say uprights favor form over functionality. I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you can play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the key ring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile, not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing like it's a fine sculpture. I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. The what on the what and the what artwork. Oh, you're killing me. Come on, dude. You can't just blatantly. Dude, you're killing me. With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. Strip across the top with the game title. That's the marquee, which I knew. The artwork that wraps around the monitor. That's the bezel, which I knew. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give the game its unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, a bunch of weird-looking boxes in a row looks ugly. Hell no. I agree it's beautiful in its own way. I'm down for that. Or so you're our resident game historian then. So in order, I'd say 2. I prefer 2, maybe 3, not 1. Fuck number 1. 1 if you want to be alone forever. We've got 2 votes for 2, it looks like. Yeah, I like 2. Agree, it's beautiful in its own way. The way she stares lovingly at this. Well, honestly, this box of wood and circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Yes! +1 for Naomi! Oh, hell yeah. We're doing it, guys. This is awesome. Oh, good. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny. Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Hell yeah. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. What's wrong with Gavin? Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him. Generally, but his whole attitude is just... Ugh. All he cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's going to ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seems easy enough to get along with. And what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a petty sore point here. A long-standing argument that the new guy really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to know, too. Ooh, shit. I kind of... Don't rock the boat. Let her keep talking, clear the air, and find out more. Shit. That's tough. Part of me just... fuck. I don't trust Don't Rock the Boat. I'm kind of torn between 2 and 3 right now. Just let her keep talking and just kind of stand out of the way. Or actually, you know, try and get to the bottom of what their beef is. Listen to option 4. You vote 2. Doc wants me to eat ass. That is the end game, isn't it? All right, I'll go 2. Clear the air and find out more. I get this is touchy, but if I'm going to work here, I think we should all be honest with each other. No gossiping. So I gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's ideas that this is a place for dreams. He says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much just to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best intentions, etc. If he had his way, this place would be like Deco's Palace. Nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive. A waste of floor space. I bet he'd remove them all if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I just don't trust him to do the right thing. Ooh, I got +1 for Naomi. Yay. Lindsay, you're killing it. Donnie, I think you might be on a pretty strong delay. Because when I just saw your message, I picked 2 like 30 seconds ago. Anyway. But that's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop gossip in your head like this. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. Oh, you don't even know me, do you? Well, a strong guy. No! Don't. You're picking the opposite. Yeah, if he's playing WoW, then all right, that's fine. There we go. Okay. You seem a strong, strapping guy. Well, a strong guy at least. Well, you're a guy. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted. Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left. You're right. Be careful. Forward, right. Correct. I mean, not turn right. Keep it coming. And oh, dude, is this describing like us doing it? Just tip it into place. Victory. I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box sitting into place alongside its neighbors. The 2-wheel dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched, or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for helping me out, Fleef. I think you're going to do just great here. Happy to... All right, stomach growling. Food required, except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch. Iris is back, yay. Dude, I will I mean, God knows the next time I'm actually going to get laid, but if I do, and if I don't feel like it's going to destroy whatever chances I have to do it again, I will scream victory. I had to qualify that a lot, but maybe one of you people with more safe and steady relationship should play the victory game. Anyway, I'm just talking here. But if you had a pizza on a bagel, I see what you're trying to do. So when's that going to come into play? This whole pizza bagel nonsense. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but oh no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's cheapo wub sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Yeah, no, wait right here. And she's off scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. She presses a boxed lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Oh my god, she's so fucking sweet. She gave me her lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What do you have for lunch then? I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole story next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating important was healthy. Or eating important was healthy. For fuck's sake. Eating healthy was important. See you after lunch. Oh my god, she's awesome. She's super white, not Japanese. I mean, maybe she... Well, she said her grandma is from Japan, so maybe if, you know, her... I don't know. I don't know enough about that stuff to really talk about it. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. Naomi definitely reminds me of some of the friends I made back in school. A little weird, a little obsessive about things, but charmingly so. We seem to think alike in a lot of ways. I think we'll get along just fine. But am I silly to hold out for hope? I don't... Hold out hope for I don't know more. Okay. First day on the job, Fleef. Get your head on straight. And yet she did give me a lunch. Me, a total stranger. Gotta be something there, right? So, bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with a box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Is this where we're going to meet Ashley? The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. What the shit? There is a large bird. Yeah, I see the eyes. Oh, wait, death. Coherent screaming, incoherent screaming. Can't say I was expecting Birdman. I think let's do coherent screaming. I opened my mouth as wide as I could and let the fear fall from my lips, my mind devoid of any emotion but horror. Wow, everything's it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. But I'm a real human being, promise. It's just a costume.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really?
You know what? I was not that far off.
Can we start over, maybe?
Maybe I was. I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Fleef.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
I hate her voice. I despise her voice. I have no regrets going after Naomi instead of Ashley. Oh crap! We got one of the writers in this game. From the this. You know what? Thank you so much for joining the stream. This has been a very odd game, but you know what? I'll say this much. Since I grew up, my first job was actually working in an arcade. So like I'm having like these weird reflection moments right now. It's triggering something in me. It's really cool. Okay, there we go. What the? By the way, do you like the name that I picked for my character, Fleef? What the fun? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all.
Oh, goodness. What an odd choice. That's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
The name is also choice. Thank you. Yeah, the penguins. That's something that we noticed. I saw the one in his apartment on the top of the bookshelf. There's the one on the poster there. And then there was the orange one that was sitting next to the monitor in Naomi's workshop. That's interesting. Yeah, all right. Percy. Okay, we haven't met Percy just yet. How far off are we from meeting Percy? Today, this morning, to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
Yeah, she's got like this weird, like, dramatic way about her. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi. Oh wait, it's Chirby, isn't it? The Chirby flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more. You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employees' only door. But how did you get the door code? Of course, you would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed. Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me. The last 3 of the main cast are up next. All right, good to know. It just keeps going and going. Ooh, Ashley's got quite the... It sounds like I'm thinking this to myself, right? She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. That's pretty accurate. Quite the imagination. That's also accurate, I think. Is that how I come across to people, as a creepy trespasser? Chat. Well, when I come to this, actually with these, all right. So I'm torn between 1 and 2, and what I've been doing, Flower, is I've just been going to the chat to kind of help vote on what they want to see coming up next. So, again, because these both seem accurate, 1 and 2. I'll go. I don't care about bird Kesha. Fuck, you want me to go with 3? The creepy trespasser. All right, well that's the only vote I've got. So, chat will never steer you wrong until they do. Yeah, and I know some of these people, and they don't always have my best interests at heart. Sometimes they just want to watch the world burn. All right, since I only got to vote for 3, I'll vote 3. Maybe Ashley does have a point. Juniper sometimes says my mildness can be off-putting. I guess if this job doesn't work out, I could always start a life of crime. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realized she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find a way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull out there? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines. Yeah, that does happen. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, jeez. I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? Oh, she's a cosplayer? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. Love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. So I hear. I've never done a cosplay before, but from what I understand, that is the general feeling behind it. Oh, I did. Yeah. All right. I played Later Daters, and it was a lot of fun. And I did, when I was looking up more dating sims, I did see Max Gentleman today. And I know it does have like some censorship options, but it still worried me a little bit, at least to the point where like I didn't choose to play it today. Anyway, empowering, really? Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So, Pinky is your creation intentionally? Yep, it looks pretty good for my first cosplay. For my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. If you were going for terrifying, then yes, that's just mean. I don't know heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. I'm torn between 1 and 3. If I want to get her in my corner, if I want to further this conversation about cosplay, we got to vote for 3. We've got to vote for 1. Yeah, definitely. We're still a small channel, but we are gradually growing. So if you've worked on anything, then nope, it's our first game. We're announcing our next project in June. Awesome. Yeah, so far this game is like it's different enough, like it stands out and in a good way. She's a furry. All right, another vote for 1. I'll go with 1. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Yes, +1 with Ashley. Dude, I feel like we're actually kind of kicking ass. So we got +2 with Gavin, +2 with Naomi so far, and we're probably only like halfway done with this Ashley conversation. Thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, to get people pumped up to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. What? I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. The limbs seem to be falling off bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday, I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to the Showtime stage when she tugged at my arm and whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started... Oh, that's dark. At least you're consistently scaring people, and it's not just me. Hey, now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend the floor. The floor is a thing I'm attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make... What? I wish they'd hurry up and make out already. Yeah. Oh, wait. Seriously? So are they going out? Nope. They always bicker like an old married couple. It's a classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Fleef. No, don't take Naomi from me. Kevin. How dare you? Yeah, thanks for stopping in. That was a really cool treat for us. Consider them marked. Beep, 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 Fleef. What's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat. That's no good. Fleef needs his calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander around the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears in the recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. Yeah. Oh boy. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about art. Ashley's got a lot going on in that head of hers. I just don't understand it at all. Ashley's a total cutie. I'm all aboard the Pinky train. Choo choo. Yeah. Look, it's you had me with the choo choo. And I know you've been jonesing for Ashley since before we even met her. Choose 3. Oh God. Choose 3 and I'm unsubscribed. Come on. That's such an overreaction. Give some choo-choo action. Doc. Doc or Donnie, we need some, we need a tie-breaking vote. Although I am leaning towards choo-choo. But the last thing I want to do now is lose a sub. Although, you know what, I might, to be fair, just go with the Pinky train, because I've done it with Gavin, I've done it with Naomi, and I'm sure I'm gonna do it again. Greg wants 3. Pinky train, all aboard. Watch your step when you're boarding. I'm a little shocked at how creative and fun Ashley is. I've never met anyone like her that has so much gusto in life. I hope if I spend more time with her, a little of that passion will rub off on me too. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, and the late rising pros are heading out of their arcades of choice. Heading out of their... What? Hang on. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor. Look. Okay, there. Heading out to their arcades of choice. Yeah, that's what I thought. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems or potential problems, or just making sure everything's A-okay. Well, for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Although, I did only get a +1 with Ashley. So right now, she's far behind. Need to reset. I need to reset my low latency setting because I was 56 seconds behind. Holy shit. Cooperation is going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on. No time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? An irate customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort? Or a loud crowd around Showtime stage? Probably not that one, because if it's just a crowd, they're all just excited about the game. Cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort. It's probably the irate customer. That's something you would definitely want to get settled first. Although, I'm stuck between 1 and 2. There you go, 1.2 seconds, much better. Cursing up a storm. Feast of Discomfort. Feast of Monkey. All right, we got 1 vote for 1, 1 vote for 2. That's right. I'm going to get this guy all sorts of action. Fist of Discomfort. All right, Fist of Discomfort wins. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade. Yep, okay, that's good. Where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot. Holy shit. That's a lot of... Just say money. That's a lot of moolah. And how? So how does it work? It's a hybrid real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. This kind of sounds a little bit like your guys' favorite Smite. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that... Oh, is this Percy? Oh dear. What in the actual... Who was that? Oh, am I going to give her the Seinfeld voice? No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be believing me. There's no way this is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. This game. Get all night long. Rando kill.
Aha, get wrecked.
Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo? Whoops. Maybe. Get it? Because he was in B movie.
Wait, what? You haven't been farming? How could...
Thanks, B. Share technique with creep waves. Take this. Fivefold explosive claw technique.
What? How did you defeat me? No!
Ho GG fodder. No one can defeat me. Queen Bee. Oh my god, she's wearing a honeycomb top. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. Oh, excuse me. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade and the wreck was that guy's face.
Kid, what are you staring at?
That's not the voice I was doing.
Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Oh my. Dude, she's even got gamer gloves. You know, I thought about getting compression gloves once, but I don't think I play enough to warrant doing so. Oh, seems as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question. I ought to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of the L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. Yeah, that's very, very accurate. There is a little bit of DBZ flair. She'd be fun to hang around, no doubt. Why so rude, though? What a sore winner. Talk about dominating personality. I feel the urge to kneel and submit. I mean, gotta kind of keep up the trend and go 3. Wanna woo Seinfeld? Bend the knee. All right. Everyone's on board with it. Look, let's be frank about this. I know my tastes, and Queen Bee has got the whole package. The sass, the dirty mouth, the keen fashion sense. Oh, be my subservient little heart. Be still my... Whoops. I told her to be my heart. Easy there.
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
Well, that's accurate. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So, are you gonna quarter up or not?
Hey, easy.
Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No, thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
That's right, son. Yes, me. And what's your job? Hassling me? Ooh, she might like that. I'm actually pretending to work here. I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex. I'm leaning more towards 1, but I could be swayed for 3. What would Jerry like to hear? We got 1 vote for 1. 3 is a little... Yeah, I could see her like kind of like not enjoying that, and... Oh, we got to vote for 2. Vote for 1 and vote for 2. Anyone else want to throw their heads? Tell my wife I said hello. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm still kind of feeling number 1. I think she would appreciate having the sass fired back at her. I'm going 1. If you're right, I'm the new floor attendant. And if you're not careful with your snark, I can show you to the exit. Oh, look at that. Oh, she likes it. Yes! +1! Oh, you are a cute one. Sassy and
Hey,
direct.
they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
By my face, you twit. I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. Ah, very clever. I'm Fleef. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks. No problem. We gamers gotta stick
I'm
together.
Queen Bee, by the way. Agro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
Oh my god. It's like she's rehearsed that. I figured that when you put your arms over your head and cheered and shouted, no one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
Aha. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here. Besides Purr and Tio. Oh. Those are names, I think. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Oh, yes, please. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh, great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool, too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. Oh, boy. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Wow. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path of darkness that is the internet. That is a very accurate description. No. Fuck that first option. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Will it hurt or traumatize me? I'm leaning towards 2. Could be swayed to 3. All right, we got to vote for 2. 2, 3. Probably going to do 2. If I don't see, I'm going to take a swig of my wine, and if no other votes are coming in by the end of the swig, I go for 2. All right, 2 it is. Well, it is part of my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me, Father, in the dark abyss. Lead me. Whoops. That was the worst kind of... Lead me, Father, in the dark abyss, my mistress. Yes, another +1. Oh, yeah. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the fist of... Oh, don't say it like that. He pulls me closer to the fist of discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of text she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Oh, these long sentences. This is Jerry. Costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like a half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing this for a couple years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from my home. There is so much to miss out on by sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD, the crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now? No. That was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to practice as much as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. What was that condition? We were just talking about this on a stream the other day. That fear of holes. Trypophobia or tryptophobia, whatever it is. And is anyone getting that by looking at her shirt? That's an FOD dirt. That's, chum. Lunch meat. Scrubs. Lizards. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around. Sorry. That came up in a... Oh, okay. Crazy random... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have it, but I haven't looked at those pictures that are supposed to trigger that reaction. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. Ah, my crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern. Beep beep, heart. I gotta go in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure. One thing, can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you get in trouble with Gavin. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Oh, thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts that I need to kick. Later. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her fist of discomfort game. It's never gonna not be funny. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Is it wrong of me to crave being stepped on by her? Wow! I gotta be me. Oh my goodness. Whatever. We've got good chemistry so far. Note to self, check with Gavin about the ethics of dating your customers. Not that I'm committing to anything here, just, let's see what's a handle next. All right, so I'm probably, the other one I was going to pick was Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Dude, Fleef is killing it. And oddly enough, the only one who only has 1+1 is Ashley. Yeah, Moopy? Yeah. We'll go see Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all the 30 feet to the scene of the crime already in progress. Oh, no, wait. Oh, can I give this one the Kermit voice? Because I kind of wasted it on... I thought that other guy was going to be Percy. But maybe this is Percy.
Come on. Hurry up and finish your game. Oh, God, my throat.
Water.
You work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier.
Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Fleef, floor attendant.
Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this heifer to wrap up his damn game so I can play.
Oh. Sorry. I made myself laugh at that one. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum.
You kick this fat piece of off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want.
Hang on, I gotta adjust my microphone because I gotta do weird things with my throat to make that voice happen. I also may need to... Nah, that should be fine. figuring out I ought to hear the fat piece of whatever noise I made for their side of the story before rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. Whoa, he doesn't even notice. So I tap again, twice. Oh, so he's... Ah, crap. Did I waste it again? I should have noticed because that the angry rando doesn't have shading on his character. But the guy who I swear is going to be Percy this time is the ginger. God, what voice should I give him? Oh, no, he's a big dude. So should I give him the meat wad? Huh? Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's magic maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee, thank you, Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. And all the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff. Ugh. A bit terse as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points, and I'm assuming that's good. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. There it is. Or as this other guy would probably put it,
Holy, that's a high score. Excuse me?
Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Huh? No. I'm keeping a good pace here. Plenty of livestock. On par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow, the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent. Fuck! Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Can I don't know if I can. I'm trying to think if I can do a British meat wad. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. It's hard to even do it with do meat wad British. It's gonna be tough. And it's hard to do with like such short alcohol. At first, I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? Sorry. Oh, it's fun. For a moment, I flashed back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife, and they roll around in bed covered in money. And, cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. One moment, please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me, with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in, Customer wants to... Customer? The fuck? Customer wants to buy Moopy for $3K. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it plus parts, yes. Absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Okay, then. Although, how's Naomi going to react to this? Oh, crap. Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit. It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real costs of old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace dream was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I got to make a decision. Oh, God. Oh, that's tough. I mean, Naomi. It's Naomi. The game is $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. $3,000 sounds about right. It's yours. I'm not sure if we should sell this game. But she, I don't know. I mean, you'd think she would realistically, but the way they programmed this, she's gonna be upset, and yeah, I would probably sell it. Damn it. Yeah. Guys, unless you can sway me in the next, 15 seconds, I'm going to sell this game. And the aftermath might not be pretty. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Ashley is the after. But Ashley's doing. We have the least amount of favor with Ashley thus far. Right? That's Naomi. That's a great counter argument. Oof. Chat. Anyone else want to sign in? Because or sign in. Well, yeah, if you want to sign in. But I really shouldn't have. If I wouldn't have reached out to Gavin, yeah, he. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Yeah, what would happen if I pick 3? I'm not sure if we should sell this game. I wonder if he would just retract his offer. That'd be interesting. So, okay, Naomi can build a new one. She doesn't build, she just repairs. She would have to get all the parts and get... You don't have the authority to sell consoles on your first day, but I already got the approval from Gavin, because if I wouldn't do it, he would go out and do it himself. So I'd be selling it basically on Gavin's order. Meatwad isn't stealing Naomi from us. she will be mine. That doesn't work. She will be mine. It's hard. Oh man, that is a tough voice to do. It's a test. It is a. Fuck. Whoa. 2 flour, come back. Need your help. I wonder if I can I? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a douche about this. I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm going to keep tapping down. And whatever I land on after 4 seconds, that's what I'm gonna go with. Ready? Eyes closed. 3, 4. Oh, we're selling it. We're selling it. Sorry, Naomi. Please don't hate me. I say 3 large is more than fair. It's all yours. I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief. A thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you. You want me to get the dolly and wheel this old thing out here for you? But he shakes his head. Absolutely not. I'm living the game right where it is. But you bought it? So I can play it wherever I want. For as long as I want. Provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. But I wouldn't want to take away from the funplex. Naomi would cry. We can't have that, right? No, no. Naomi. Fuck. Oh, but you know what? Maybe, since it's still here, if she doesn't find out about it, we might be okay. Because I think that's her ultimate goal, is just to have this at the Funplex. I guess not. Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists.
What the? Man. What kind of arcade is this anyway? This, I'm going to Deco's Palace.
And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold. Oh. That's... You know what? As long as Naomi doesn't get upset, this might have been the best route forward.
What a disagreeable fellow.
That's not the voice I gave you. Also, let me make sure I save this before something happens. I let them talk when they have their own voice acting. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Meanwhile, as a narc. He's gonna... Oh, no, God, I hope he doesn't tell her. Can he please just be a cool dude for a second? He seems to care. Digging that dad bod. I gotta go with that. Yep, I'm not even waiting for chat. That cuddly, cozy teddy bear physique. The Benedict Cumberbatch... The Benedict Cumberbatch accent. And he's soaked in compassion and empathy for others. Yes, please. He could have just waltzed out of here with that game. He didn't. He cares about more than money and more than his own high scores. He's more mature than me, but that's more than okay in my book. I've always been attracted to that age bracket. Oh, interesting. I'm sure he could teach me a thing or two about Looby. Right. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while playing.
Of course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy. I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, Fleef Rungalo, arcade wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
So you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out.
It's true.
I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions.
And that is, to sidetrack this for a second, that's the argument that I and a lot of other people are making in regards to movie theaters and all the drama that's kind of surrounding them right now. Back to the game. Yeah, don't... No.
It's all about the emotions. The laughter and the tears. The excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Now, Naomi gets that. She keeps... Sorry, I keep drifting. I'm kind of merging my voices in a weird way. She keeps moving in top condition. For the day, I'll eventually land my high school. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shift. Hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into his game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder made of tungsten. Or just let a few extra laws drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. You must have a solid job, good income. So gonna get your moopy dipped in... What the... No. Your score's more important than your bank balance. So I'm between 1 and 3 right now. You must have a solid job, good income. That's a fairly astute observation considering the transaction that just took place. Your score's more important than your bank balance. That might be a little bit too cold for him. So I'm leaning a little bit more towards 1. Okay, we basically got 2 votes for 1. 1 it is. If you don't mind me commenting on it, that's a lot of money to just have on your person. What do you do for a living? This and that. He doesn't really seem to care to talk about his work. Not in a guarded way, it's just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide stones inside arcade games. That's right. Oh, there you go. I know someone in our chat who appreciates this. Huh. Oh, +1 for Percy. Yay.
That's right. Stocks and bonds. Anybody can do it if they have a head for numbers. It's really nothing important.
Or maybe he's a day trader.
I don't feel people are defined by their work.
Oh man, I'm really getting what's his name? Snape. Alan Rickman. I started sensing some Alan Rickman in my British meatwad. Anyway.
I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know that arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I have my passions, the same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. Well, not deep in the middle of a game, I mean.
Those were words, I promise. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing.
Beside you, Mr. Wangalo.
Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. Can't help but wear a goofy grin as I walk away. Hot guy with a big heart? Yep, still my type. Still, I shouldn't get ahead of myself here. He's a Funplex regular. Let's keep an eye on him. Preferably, too. Let's see, what to handle next? Oh, I gotta go here, too? Oh, well. So I had to do all 3 of these. Boom, to the showtime stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Quite larger than Queen Bee's team was, rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. Of safety! As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right to 1980 fuck. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself makes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Fleef? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Oh gosh, it's Gloria Estefan. Oh fuck. What voice? What voice for dancer? How should I? But if I do that, I'm gonna start drifting to Woody Allen. Should I do that kind of like East Coast kind of? Did you see that, T.O.? I got my first double A on Stop the Beat. I can't guarantee I can keep that up for as long as like a British meatwad, but I'll try it. Oh God, there's two of them. Fuck. Sorry, I'm trying to rack my brain. Yeah, I did. Oh wait. You're doing great. Remember last month when you couldn't even pass that song? Though it's impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing, and one day, maybe even surpass you. I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dances and teaches them how to play. Yeah, that's all right. I can if I like kind of up the pitch, I can probably do it. Do it, Joey Wheeler. It's oh man, this is all making my head spin. As man, I'm gonna need all of chat's help to help me remember what voices I'm doing for everybody. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from the conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm getting into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder. How about you, Yug? Want to take the spotlight? Dance with a hottie like you? Absolutely. I can feel my cheeks flush lightly. A cute boy just asked me to dance with him. Granted, it's for an imported arcade dancing game rather than junior prom, but this rarely happens to me. My heart skips a beat before I can find enough composure to respond. What? Me? Really? You! And only you. How could I resist to ask a guy such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Hey, wait. You're new here, right?
That's not my voice. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. It's a baby dragon. Yes, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Dancing Rando was the one. Teo's the best. Boogie Woogie Rando. Greatest guy here. Oh, that was the bad voice. I shouldn't do that. Wallflower Rando. He's sort of like our leader. Yeah.
Oh, please. I'm nothing, really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Oh, my God. This guy is a heavy flirt. Holy shit.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
You just met me.
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
And then we'll play this video game. Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Well, I gotta go for it. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. One does not simply refuse to play a dancing game with an attractive guy. I feel like that's one dream I keep having, but it's actually true. I mean, a different dream than the one where I'm having a speech in front of the class and forget to put on my pants. Without thought, I take his hand. Yes, 1,000 times yes. +1 for Teo. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yes, exactly. I'm about to step up to the stage. An ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. Oh shit, it's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Fleef. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out, I'm in. I'm currently year 0 of floor attendant Fleef regime. Oh, wow. I'll look. I'll see what I can do regarding Ashley. It's an honor to meet you, Fleef. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True. Most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around to make sure everyone's happy and having a blast. What about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Want to film a workplace safety video? We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes. Can you disperse your... I don't like any of these. Yeah, I want to just like end this game and just go, elope with Naomi. I want to film a workplace safety video. Seriously talk about crowd sizes. Can you disperse your fans? I mean, is it really that bad? Are they just like completely covering the exits? It's our own fucking arcade's fault for putting a dancing, like a really physical game right at the entrance. She likes Gavin. But I can't let that happen. Guys, I really don't know what to choose with these. Maybe just... I feel like the workplace safety video is the least, like, infringing on what's happening. So right now, my vote is 1. Let's hear what everyone else would like. We got to vote for talking about crowd sizes seriously. Anybody else? Swig of wine. What did I give? 15 seconds before? No, I gave it till the end of my swig. Come on, somebody break the tie. Which otherwise, players rule takes the cake, takes the Mateo cake. All right, I'm going safety video. You can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've got to break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1960 fuck public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd. Yes! Another +1 for Teo. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Guess we're kind of overdoing it a little. Shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. Right, Hugh? I'll take care of it. I can't quite get as high as I need to for Joey. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Oh, but why? I like my spot. Hey, now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Fleef's first day, so let's show him some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time, I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Fleef's just doing his job. Reluctantly, the crowd shuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? No, now I'm starting to jump into the dude from Later Daters. The old card shark guy. I need to clean it up a little bit. I need to give it a little more youth. I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and had the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
What does his voice remind me of?
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
That voice is very familiar. As long as that dancing is within the law. Carry on. Officer Fleef has spoken. I start to walk away from my next venture when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks. No problem. Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and to make a new friend. I'd say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work isn't quite done, but you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding on up behind me. Oh. Not bad for a first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been, but they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that. I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board. Oh, yay. Hi, Naomi. You love those voices. Thank you. It's hard to keep up with, and like the female voices kind of blend a little bit together. In fact, I didn't give one special to Ashley. Ugh. So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired him yet, right? An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering. Fleece's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just order a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids are around for me to entertain. Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst, generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all. We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself. I've still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't got game. Wait, what? Hang on. I misread that entirely. Don't act like you don't game. Okay. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Naomi. You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. There has to be a twist. The pinball wizard has such a supple wrist. Ah, well, what of it? How do you think he does? I don't know. What makes him so good? Ain't got no distractions, didn't hear no buzzes and bells. Sorry. Oh, well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney! The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Hang on. Let me save it. That was beautiful singing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gavin. I didn't give anyone a southern voice. Maybe there's more characters. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Yeah, running kids' birthday parties can be very tricky. Because they kind of flood wherever they're going. Because it's usually, if it's a kid's birthday party, it's at least like 15 kids. So it's like 15 kids want to do laser tag. 15 kids want to ride the go-karts. 15 kids all want to turn in their redemption tickets because the party time is about to expire, and like it becomes a mess. But it's a good source of income. Just a little inside baseball to arcades that barely exist anymore. Anyway, a birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? It's birthday. Oh, God, it's running into Jerry's voice a little bit. Oh, to be young again. I'll try and change her up a little bit. 5 years old? Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum in coin slots. I've seen one of those things. Pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' parties before. Doom, the end is nigh.
I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway.
Wow. What a power move. Oh, shit.
Have fun, dears.
Wow. Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desks so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Fleef, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly an explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcades, scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing a joystick, smashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretend to be playing. That is all true. The crew assumes their battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machines. Sorry, that kind of threw me. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Looking for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos is multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball, being bounced around. Or like that frog trying to cross the highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise. And Fleef, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Okay, so we might actually be crunched this time. The way I thought we would be crunched last time. Humdy-dumdy-doo-dee-da-da-doo-doo-doo. Two kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. That's not that big a deal. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. I gotta take care of the crying girl. You want the cupcakes. The cupcakes was my second choice. The one that I hope we all agree is the least important is the Teo and Queen Bee business. You want to further the Naomi versus Ashley conflict. Oh gosh. Do. Let's do. All right. Swig rule. If I don't get any other votes, I'm gonna go with the little girl. And then, assuming I still have the choices, then I'll do the cupcakes, and I'll probably ignore Teo and Queen Bee. All right, no votes. Gonna help the little girl. I weave my way through waves of children towards the skee-ball machines. One little girl sitting at the end of a skee-ball ramp, crying. No parent in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing. Well, with lawsuit-happy parents lurking over by the vending machines, ignoring their kids, but floor attendant Fleef decided to take the case all the same. Hey, my name's Fleef, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? Her sobbing pauses as she looks up at me. I lost my tickets. Someone stole them from me. I played and won a bunch of them, but then I put them down and I was talking to a friend and now they're gone. I glance around, but in a sea of kids, it's impossible to tell who the thief could be. I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them all on skee-ball, and my tickets are all gone now. Whee! Easy. We'll figure this out somehow. Though I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime. Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area based on where Moopy's positioned. It should be Moopy's is. Whatever. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the rules and solve this directly. Maybe Percy saw something. I could deal with this quietly if he can identify the culprits. Gavin had to see where the tickets went, or he'd know what to do, at least, via arcade policy. Just give the kids some replacement tokens for my own stash. I'll take... No, not that one. Get in trouble for that. Percy was probably really too focused on the game. So I think Gavin might be the safest bet out of these. Oh, excuse me. Although, because Percy is really fucking rich, he could easily reimburse this little girl. Ooh, fuck. That's kind of taking a chance. And I already weaseled a lot of money out of him. Gavin probably wouldn't have seen if he's being flooded by parents. I think I might go Percy. I'm going to go Percy. Okay, don't worry. I'll get your tickets back one way or another. Really, Mr. Fleef? Wait right there. I'll be back in a jiff. I'll be back in a fleef. I walk up to Percy, tapping him on the shoulders to get his attention. Huh? Sorry to interrupt, but that girl in the pink over there, someone stole her tickets. I was hoping you saw something. Oh, He frowns a little, looking slightly embarrassed.
Sorry, love. I've gotten pretty deep into this run. Wasn't exactly paying attention. Poor girl. A ruffians absconded with her tickets, you saw.
Yeah, well, I can't exactly expect you to babysit. I'll just go check with Gavin. All right, +1 with Percy.
Now, no need for that. This obstacle can be removed rather readily, and perhaps be an object lesson as well.
He steps away, letting his extra lives croak one by one. Something more important has clearly captured his attention.
Hello, my name's Percy. You're saving the tickets.
Yeah, I wanted to get the colored crayons.
50 tickets if I recall. Tall order, but certainly achievable. Here, let me show you the best way to reach your goal.
He leads our little group a short ways over to a game of colorful spinning lights.
Skee-ball, even when played well, has an expected value of 4 tickets per token. But this game has an EV of 8. 10 if you're sharp enough.
That's right. It demonstrates. Dropping a token, the light starts swirling around and around until he snaps out and pushes the single control button with perfect timing, capturing the light right between 2 pink goalposts. 12 tickets come streaming out of the slot, the maximum possible per token.
Simple, yes? Here, I can spot you some tokens to get you started.
He produces a short stack of brassy tokens from the ample supply in his pockets. But the girl just sort of stares at the game, confused. This game's really boring.
Boring? It's got colorful lights, see? And it pays very well.
But it's boring. I like skee balls. Whatever.
You want those crayons, yes? And this is the most efficient way to get them.
The girl sighs, disappointed, but she's not crying anymore. The distraction was enough to crack her out of the feedback loop of despair, I guess. She hands the tokens back, the stack clinking lightly into Percy's open hand. Thanks, mister, but I got crayons at home. I guess I'll just use those. Oh. Not exactly cheered up and not exactly weeping, she mixes back into the crowd to find her friends and play with them instead.
Huh. Well, my apologies, Freef.
Oh, gosh.
Seems I've let you both down. Although I must confess to be rather puzzled by this. If you have a clear and distinct goal, why so bad about accomplishing it by the most direct means?
She's 5. I think she cares more about fun than expected value.
I'll admit my experience with children is unorthodox. I suppose it's best to admit my failure in this moment and move on.
I'd let it ride, but curiosity takes me. Yeah, Nicole, this is it's basically ginger British Donnie, right? It's just he's playing the same game over and over to go for the high score, like what Donnie does when he plays Super Mario World at Twincade. They're always hungry, so you eat constantly. What could be better? Okay, so kid's got the spirit of a competitor. Skee ball's more competitive than Stop the Light. Isn't playing Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze fun for you? Why else would you play it all the time? By unorthodox child experience, what exactly do you mean? I'm kind of thinking number 2. Definitely, for sure, I like number 2. I'm okay with number 1. Number 3, maybe? Oh, you guys. Yeah, Otter likes 2. Unorthodox child experience. I'm going with 2. Bam. Again, you spend all day, every day, playing Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, and that doesn't offer any tickets or rewards of any sort.
That's a high score.
Right, but are you really only playing for the score? Surely you find the game itself fun. I mean, what drew you to Moopy in the first place? Why that game for your score challenge? a question puts him at unease. He pauses, unable to smoothly deliver an answer. Yes, another +1.
It's a bit personal, really. Not that I'm offended, or no, I just mean it was a personal decision to take up this particular challenge, this game. A mixture of nostalgia and a promise to keep.
He shakes his head.
Or I suppose this isn't the time or place. Others need your help today, Fleef. And this old man's got a game to get back to. But thank you for trying to help that girl. Thanks for allowing me to help, even if we're both struck out a show's character.
Percy returns to his game, having lost most of his extra lives, but doesn't seem to mind the setback. If anything, he's smiling more than he was a minute ago. Right, that's sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? And I think it's pretty clear everyone wants to see Naomi and Ashley. Right? Just want to confirm, because I want to see those two as well, but confirm with the chat. And I think once I finish up whatever this segment is with these two, this will probably be my last bit for the evening. All right. Says me. You a good puppy. You ain't sassy. You don't lick me in the face. That's nasty. Say you a good puppy. You ain't sassy. You don't look me in the face. That's nasty. Hey, puppy dog bouncing in the box like this. Don't stop. Bounce with it. Sorry. I can smell disaster on the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left. Wait a second. Have you not seen the Bouncy Puppy video? Oh my God. You would love it. If you have not seen it before, add it to your YouTube like watch later thing. Oh God, it's so cute. I love it. Yeah, add it to your YouTube watch later. Just look up Bouncy Puppy. I'm kind of busy streaming. Send you a link, please. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. Not right. Okay, I got you. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to an actual birthday cake. But there are clearly larger issues than that.
I want a chocolate. Don't take all the chocolate.
Oh my God, look at her. Oh, she is terrifying.
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
You're not that much better.
No fair. Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate.
Look at that. Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Wow. Wow. What a little douche. The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. Meaning, when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it.
Stop it.
Awesome.
I want chocolate.
This is wonderful. As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam a joystick one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is an... Oh, shit. Guys, this is going to cause civil war in the chat. As is Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. Act fast, Fleef. Save Naomi's game. Save Ashley's costume. Try to save them both. Oh, fuck. I already know 2 of the positions. Nicole, Donnie, it might need... Oh. Someone's saying try both. I gotta... I want to try that. I can't save them both. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. Game. All right. I'll vote for save the game. 2 votes for save the game. Oh, everyone wants me to save the game. All right. That came flooding in. Shit. He's fighting hard. He's fighting hard for Ashley. I don't know, dude. Ashley right now, Ashley is the only person who got only 1 + 1. Ashley or both. Guys, anyone want to fight him on this? I know he's been riding the Ashley train since we met her, so there's like a hint of bias, a weird bias there, but I also, I want to make sure this goes smoothly. We got very lucky last time when we sold the game that Naomi didn't find out, get pissed, and start hating us. So they both take the hit. You ain't sassy. Both could end up very well, but it could also end up fucking me over twice as hard. I mean, her costume is already falling apart, and she loves doing cosplay, so I don't see it being a huge problem, her making another costume. Both might leave you with nothing. That's what I'm afraid of. Trying to save them both is a huge gamble. Put your dog bouncing in a box like this. Don't stop. Both are game. I'm not doing Ashley direct. Furniture. Save. Whoever you have a better shot with. Right now I have a better shot with Naomi. Automod send through my amazing device. What? What does that even mean? Oh, God damn. Alright, I might do the 4-second thing again. Close my eyes. Oh, God. You guys are... Oh, gosh. I'm not on my PC. Sorry, it'll stay placed. Oh, I see. Yeah, you guys are swearing up a storm. Even if it's like not even swears, I gotta mess with those settings still. One of the things I've been meaning to do. God damn it. This is tough. This is really tough. Man, I don't want it to take this long, but alright, I'm gonna close my eyes. If I land on Ashley, I spin again. Ready? Eyes closed. 3, 4. Alright, saving Naomi's game. Boom. Quickly, I hurl myself into the action. What an action pose. Get down, Miss Naomi. Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not save them both. No, my costume. Pinky the Funplex Flamingo is now covered in a wide variety of icing colors from across the visible spectrum. Fleef, no, you were so young and pure. Naomi, it's so cold. Yes, +1, Naomi. Lie still, Fleef. I won't let you die on me. I'm not dying. The icing's just kind of cold and sticky and gross. Oh. By this point, the lackadaisical parents have finally noticed the pastry wars and are busy rounding up the combatants for various scoldings. Ah, man, my costume's just wrecked. I need to get out of this ASAP and put some stain treatment on it. Fleef, can you cover the floor for me? Considering it's my fault you got caked? Absolutely. It's not your fault. I mean, I guess the games cost more than my fuzzy felt. I'll be back ASAP. That was so brave of you. I mean, okay, it was just cupcakes, but still, that was so brave. You saved the game we worked on together. Actually, it's only now that I noticed that Joust game that was protected from a severe and sustained cupcaking. I'm Naomi's hero of the day. She's smiling at me expectantly. Excuse me. Quick, Leaf, say something cool. I take a cupcake for you any day. I like that. No mere human pastry can defeat me. I like that. So Joust is okay, no damage. That's boring. Ooh, I like 1 and 2. She's fine. Maybe it's too soon in the game, but I feel like I'm not losing points with these people. I'm just not gaining points by siding with them. Good. Oh my god. There's so many asterisks. Should really go check on her. Yeah. If I get the opportunity, 1 or 2 is fine. Yeah, I like them both. I really do. They're both kind of in the same vein. This one is a little bit more affectionate. Which I'm wondering if I should, because that's really like going in for, you know, a lot of, votes pouring in for 1. All right. We were cornered in a cold, dark alley one horrible night, assaulted by baked goods. I'd happily take the sugar hit for you. Yes! Well, an amazingly unlikely... Sorry, take 2. Well, in the amazingly unlikely event of exactly those circumstances happening, it's good to know I have someone protecting me. My knight in shining icing. I better finish up with my work and get out of the way of the party. You've got more work to do. Good luck. Yes. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatched one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcaked top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. 2 problems in the can. Okay, cupcakes and tickets sorted out. As for that angry, shouting parent by the driving games, looks like they went home. Looks like they went home. Problem solved, but the boy she was shouting at is gone too. Sorry, I gotta mentally go back to his voice. Hey, Fleef, you missed the... Oh God, that's not right. You missed the fireworks, and I don't mean my dancing. What happened? Queen Bee glances back briefly in the middle of playing some samurai-based fighting game. Some thief was screaming at this kid for no good reason. Eventually, the parents got into a shouting match. Teo talked them both down. They decided to bail on the party. Oh God, this is so hard. You're so wet. Good Lord. All I did was fuck. All I did was point out that we were right next to a donut shop, frequented by some really very well-read cops. Sorry, that was an awful reading. Drat, I was hoping to cool things off so they could keep enjoying the party. Don't sweat it, guy. You did some good work out there. Yeah, I saw an impromptu cupcake shooting gallery. What a mess. And those stolen tickets? Man, kids can be jerks. I'm really slipping into guy from Later Daters. Mop it up. Man, kids can be jerks, but you gave it your best. You're looking pretty run down, though. Why not take a break? I have a solemn and sworn duty to bring peace to my arcade. That. Go take 5. Well, truthfully, I am pretty worn the heck out after all that. Teo's right. I need to step away from all this craziness, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. What a day. All right, so it looks like this is going to wrap it up. So once this is done, I'm going to wrap up the stream. What a day. Quirky coworkers, diehard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I dropped down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try to work the kinks out of my sore shoulders and spot an upside down kid. What? Oh, what the fuck? Huh? Oh, wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. Okay. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's the kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi. And you are Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hey, Mikey. He likes it. Hey, Mikey. My name's Fleef. So what are you doing back here? This is an employee area only. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with a door code written on it. Huh, score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. It's, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically
Please
safe.
don't send me back out there.
Whoa, what? This is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the guy who solves problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
Don't you want to play with your friends? And he gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a
I
kindergartner.
don't got any friends.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city. And before that, we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
Nuke in town, huh? He nods mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then. Brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid, I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Why? I thought you'd want to make me go. You're an adult like Mom. I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they come home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided I'd just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow. What does that mean? It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad
But
over
that
it.
sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right?
Were you sad? I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard, because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid. Wouldn't have helped little Fleef out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult that little Fleef would have needed. Ooh, all the choices. It could be totally worse. Aliens could attack. That's weird. It won't always be this bad. Life has ups and downs. That's not bad. Your mommy loves you. That's why she works hard. That's good. But this won't beat you, right? You're a tough kid. Also pretty good. You take the time you need. I'll stay with you. All right, this is probably the last decision we're making tonight, guys. So let's make it count. And my voice is getting a little bit tired. Mm-mm-mm. Life won't beat you. You're a tough kid. Your mommy loves you. That's why she works hard. I'm gonna sort of take that one out of contention. It's in the... Oh, God. All right, so that option's out. I think 3 and 5 might be out. Got 1 vote for aliens. So it's down to 1, 2, and 4, and we've got 1 vote for aliens. You're a tough kid. Aliens could attack. Kids love aliens. Well, they're in luck because it sounds like we've been spotting some UFOs. 2 votes for aliens. All right, let's go for aliens. You know, Mikey, things feel bad now, but they could be worse. Invaders from Mars could swoop in and dress everybody in silly hats. What? Just think about it. Everybody wearing really silly hats. They're also embarrassed that they hand over the Earth to the aliens. And that's when the dinosaurs show up. The kid stares at me, not sure if he's curious or confused. Okay, so the dinosaurs start fighting the aliens, but they smash all the schools, and that means you don't have to have homework anymore. And that's when the monsters start showing up, because the aliens and dinosaurs are making too much noise, and they can't sleep. Next thing you know, it's just monsters and aliens and dinosaurs smashing everything, and nobody's having any fun at all except them. That's silly. That's really silly. You're smiling, aren't you? He nearly drops the smile on realizing he's wearing one. When you're sad or when you're mad, just think to yourself, it could be worse. Then invent some silly way that it could be worse. Soon you won't feel so bad. And hey, at least there's no dinosaurs smashing things, right? Right. All right, it seemed to work on him. Hey, you know one great way to make friends? Jokes, stories, having fun. I bet if you went back out there, you'd find someone who'd laugh at a silly story about dinosaurs and aliens and robots. There's robots too? There's all the robots, if you want there to be. How about it? Let's go back to the party, and you can meet some new friends if you try. Ooh, sweet. Okay, I'll go talk to him. I'll talk to him about the robot dinosaurs. Go get him, Mikey. I take his hand to lead him back out to the main room. All right. That's a weird way to end the stream, but that is where we're going to end the stream. Oh boy. Okay, so that game, I'll say this much, it started out a little bit rough, but I think it's growing on me, and it sounds like it's growing on the rest of you guys as well, which is exactly how I wanted this to go. This is how that, yes, there was some very NSP vibes and all of that. There's a little bit of Rhinoceratops versus Super Puma. There was Cool Patrol. There was a lot of weird shit in there. Okay. So, I think, yeah, I'm definitely going to stream this again next week. So as I'm closing out, thank you, all of you who tuned in, whether it was just for a minute or for the entire, like, almost 4 hours that we did this. Holy crap. That was definitely one of my longest streams, besides the 24-hour extra life. All right, anyway, thank you for watching. If you are new to this channel, please feel free to follow and sub to our channel. It is a little effort from you, and it'll go a long way for us to help us grow as a channel. If you sub, you'll get access to our Discord. You'll get access to currently our one and only emote, the wonderful pupper Evie. And the more subs we get, the more we can expand our channel, the more emotes we can make, because we do have the ideas on the ready. We just need a few more subs to go, so hit that sub button for us. We here at 165 Entertainment, we have streamers that stream every day of the week right around the 7 Central time frame. My name is Looby. I stream on Wednesdays and Fridays. I kind of make regular segments out of Splatoon 2 and Soviet Jump Game. But kind of depending on how long it takes to stream this game, I might kind of break that flow just a little bit. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, tune in for Greg playing Kingdom Hearts. He's almost done with that game, so let's hop in and cheer him on as he completes that. Sunday is going to be hosted by Josh and Lindsay, and it's going to be joined by 2 other of our 165 streamers. And lately what we've been doing is just kind of a rotating cast for those extra 2 spots, playing various online horror games. And this week, it's going to be Left 4 Dead 2, and it is going to get loud. It is going to get insane. Thank you, Little Otter, for the bits. Thank you for the GG, Nicole. Thank you for the GG, Josh. Let's see. Monday is going to be hosted by Don, and I believe, unless things have changed, he's going to be joined by Josh as well, playing Gears of War 4. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have Donnie and Nicole streaming their date night segments, and I don't know if they're going to be, they might be doing some more Half-Life Alyx. If not, then what they've been doing is going back and playing the old school shooter games like Doom and the Wolfenstein games. Wolfenstein. I've been talking a lot today. I'm really tired. And then, yeah, and see me again next Wednesday. And I think that's it. So enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And tune in again for the rest of the week. We'll see you. Good night. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.